Hi again, it's me, Jonathan, and I'm here at SomaFit in Washington, D.C., and we're learning today about how to lose weight through diet and exercise. I'm standing next to an elliptical trainer, which is what we're going to be using for our next leg of our cardiovascular exercise. Now, the difference between an elliptical trainer and the previous one, the treadmill, is that the minute I step on this machine, it's going to start to move, so I need to be aware of that as I begin to get on it. I'm going to then go grab one of the arms, step on slowly with one leg, and then quickly step on with the second leg so that I'm balanced and centered on the carriage of the machine. I'm going to then access here the console. Now, the console of the elliptical trainer is powered by my motion, by my energy. So I'm going to need to start moving for anything in order for me to access any of these functions that this machine will allow. I'm going to push my feet forward with my arms on the center handles, and again, now I see my console is lit up and it's asking me for what I want to do. Now here, I'm going to suggest that we do quick start, which again starts us off on a more manual program. Once we've pressed that quick start button, everything that I need displayed is here in front of me. I have my time that's elapsed, my strides per minute. The strides per minute is basically the pace at which I'm going to be traveling here today on the elliptical trainer. So that's something I'm definitely going to be interested in and keep my eye on. And to the far right are my calories that I've expended or I'm going to expend. Now, this machine is a little different in that the biomechanics of my body, the way it's moving, is kind of similar if you're familiar with cross-country skiing. It's a similar motion to that in that my legs are moving more frontal, on a more frontal plane. And again, my body, my spine is neutral. I'm again taking myself through a beginning warm-up phase, which will last 5 to 10 minutes. So my hands are going to stay where they are. I'm not leaning too far forward or in any other direction. And I'm just, again, feeling my heart rate starting to work a little harder, blood being pumped to my limbs, and the rest of my body throughout. Now, as I get 3/4 of the way through my warm-up, I'm going to move my hands. I'm going to gently and carefully take one hand to that movable arm in front of me, and then my second hand to the other movable arm. Now, once I have both arms or arm handles grabbed, my arms are then again going in that cross-country motion of being propelled in front as my legs move back and forth. And this again is going to ask more of my body, more of my heart. I'm going to start to feel my breaths getting a little harder and circulation improve throughout my body. I'm nearing the end of my warm-up, and I'm going to then, here on this machine, you're really more in control than, say, on any other of the treadmill, for example, in that I'm going to really determine when my pace increases, which is going to be right about now for me. So I've just finished my warm-up. I'm going to increase my pace by physically moving my feet faster. Now, as I move my feet faster, you notice one thing, that my hands have to move faster as well. If I'm holding these movable arm attachments and my arms can't catch up, I'm going to be thrown off balance and could toss or tumble. So we again want to have the body moving in unison. Now, as I see here, my strides per minute have increased. And this is a little more challenging for me. So this would be, in comparison to the treadmill, my moderate jog. This feels, again, very good. I'm really excited to have my body working harder and really getting amped up to get into the bulk of my program. So, here again on this machine, my legs are going to start to move even faster, and I'm going to here utilize the resistance, which will not physically raise the machine, but just make these pedals a little harder to move. So I'm taking my hand, I'm going to take that resistance up. And as you see, I start to hit the resistance, the numbers here go up. I'm going to take that all the way to a 15, and then really push hard and drive through this machine. It feels really good. The anatomy of my lower body, my legs, my quadriceps, hamstrings, calves, glutes, they're all working hard. And in addition, my shoulders and abdominals are working quite hard as well. This is a great workout. It's safe for my joints and quite challenging. Now that I've finished the bulk of my cardio here on the elliptical trainer, I'm going to slow things down a bit take my resistance all the way down to a 4, which is next to nothing. And I'm going to slow my pace down, which again is going to bring my heart rate down. And so to tell my body it's time to start slowing things down. This might be a good time to go ahead and take the hands in the center slowly and read your heart rate, which is in front of me and in the center of the machine. And as my heart rate's at 145, that tells me I need to spend some more time on my cool down and let my heart rate calm down a bit. So I'm going to slow my legs even further. And you'll see my heart rate's dropping as we speak. And again, I think I mentioned before, as far as your heart rate goes or how your body is feeling, you want it to be like a hill and not an extreme peak or mountain. So we're slowly taking the body up to its exercise climax or peak, and then slowly going back down that hill. And everything again is controlled, comfortable, and moderate. But we're getting a really good workout. Let me read my heart rate again, and that's dropped to 120. And as I stop talking even, you can even see how talking could be considered an activity, because that will vary my heart rate, because that requires more of my body. I'm going to keep quiet, and we'll see that my heart rate lowers even more. And now that I've gotten into the 115 range, which is where I needed to be, I'm going to go ahead and slowly stop. And again, you need to be very careful getting off of this machine, because it will continue to move as long as you have body weight on it. I'm going to carefully hold the handles in the center, slowly take one foot off, and then take the second foot off. I've exited the machine, and I'm ready to move on to the bicycle. See you guys there.
To watch the other segments in this video series, or for how-to videos on almost any other topic, visit monkeyseed.com.